I saw a commercial that said you could save $500 by switching to Progressive. That was me, Mom. I thought you said that was me, Mom.
After an accident, be careful posting pictures and activities on social media.
The insurance companies can use your posts in court. I know. I used to work for them. Now I work for you. Don't leave money on the table. Call Kibbe Wagner today. 1-800-311-KW-LAW.
My profession is built around speed, so I have a special bond with the emergency team at JFK Medical Center. They have quicker ER wait times than the national average. And their Coach STEMI program gives heart attack patients the fastest treatment. In an emergency, the race against time is the race you always want to win. It's okay to run those red lights, right? Visit jfkmc.com.
Eyeglass World asks, what do you look for when you buy glasses?
I like to mix it up, so I need bold styles, classic styles, and affordable prices. Having lots of choices and saving money is important. That's why I come to Eyeglass World.
Only Eyeglass World gives you 2 pairs for $78, so you can always afford more than 1 pair.
My glasses are part of my personal style. They're me.
Eyeglass World. Glasses that make the difference. Prices that make it possible.
The Kentucky Derby on WPTV is sponsored locally by Gulfstream Park.
On the first Saturday in May, beneath the majestic spires of Churchill Downs, a new champion will be crowned. The race for the Triple Crown begins with the Kentucky Derby, only on NBC.
The Kentucky Derby on WPTV is sponsored by Gulfstream Park. South Florida's largest derby party is at Gulfstream Park.
What do insurance companies fear the most?
Trial lawyers who show up and fight. I know. I used to work for them. Now I work for you.
Don't leave money on the table. Call Kibbe Wagner Trial Lawyers, 1-800-311-KW-LAW.
This is Sanji. She's from Maryland, and she's going to play Who's That? We're going to show you a picture scrambled up of a celebrity, and you have to figure out who it is. Okay. So let's see the picture, and I'm going to give you a hint.
Okay.
All right. This is so obvious. She used to date Patrick Schwarzenegger. Show the picture. Who's that? You're not playing.
Guess anyway. Okay, I know. Miley Cyrus?
Yes! You just got a $100 gift card to Legal Seafood. Thank you for coming, and we'll be right back.
For 100% your best, 100% our best. New Outshine Simply Yogurt Bars. Made with 100% yogurt and real fruit for 100% yogurt yum. New Outshine Simply Yogurt Bars. Snack brighter.
New Infallible Pro Matte Foundation by L'Oreal. The new Pro Look in Longwear. Matte without the flat. Up to 24 hours. Resists sweat, heat, humidity. Matte without the flat. New Infallible Pro Matte Foundation by L'Oreal Makeup Designer, Paris.
Riots, outrage. WPTV News Channel 5. The only local news team in Baltimore. 6 cops charged in the death of Freddie Gray. A look at what's happening you won't see anywhere else. Now that's local coverage everywhere. Today on WPTV News Channel 5 at 5.
USA Today asked readers to rank the best department stores in America. The #1 store may surprise you. But if you're already a fan, you won't be surprised at all. Come see why Stein Mart is America's best.
Tonight on Grimm, they've reached the point of no return. She's doing it.
Nick!
I can't stop it. An all-new Grimm that can't be missed tonight here on NBC.
On the first Saturday in May, beneath the majestic spires of Churchill Downs, a new champion will be crowned. The race for the Triple Crown begins with the Kentucky Derby, only on NBC.
For over 30 years, you've heard our jingle. So what does that mean? The largest service center in South Florida. Whether it's in-store or in-home, our certified factory-trained technicians will fix items purchased from us or anywhere else. And of course, it means everyday low prices on a large selection of appliances, electronics, and more. And don't forget to ask about our BrandSmart 110% low price guarantee. Discover the BrandSmart way today.
Today's a big day. Today, you look to the best.
To start feeling better.
With 4 locations in South Florida.
World-class care.
World-class care is always near you. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Call today. We're here for you.
USA Today asked readers to rank the best department stores in America. The #1 store may surprise you. But if you're already a fan, you won't be surprised at all. Come see why Stein Mart is America's best.
I love you.
The Now South Florida, stories everyone's talking about right now. Making sure you're in the know.
With new information before everyone else.
It's a bold new way to get your news. The Now South Florida, weekdays at 4 on WPTV News Channel 5.
It's the I-95 RV show in Port St. Lucie. You'll save thousands on a new or used RV. Like this used Thor Motor Coach Serrano, discounted to just $396 per month. The I-95 RV show is going on now at La Mesa RV in Port St. Lucie.
Someone's got sweet tea. Every day is Sunday in my bag. Even if it's a Tuesday, it's still Sweet Sunday.
Get Rallies and Checkers new Sunday Stackers. Strawberry cheesecake or Oreo raspberry, just $1.99 each. Rallies and Checkers.
It's in the bag.
Hey, big guy. I heard you lost a close one today. Look, Jamie, maybe we weren't the lowest rate this time. But when you show people their Progressive Direct rate and our competitors' rates, you can't win them all. The important part is you help them save.
Thanks, Flo.
Hey, let's go get you an ice cream cone, champ.
And sprinkles?
Sprinkles are for winners.
I understand.
It's the I-95 RV show in Port St. Lucie. You'll save thousands on a new or used RV. Like this new Itasca by Winnebago Rayo, discounted to just $528 per month. The I-95 RV show is going on now at La Mesa RV in Port St. Lucie.
Catch your News Channel 5 updates throughout the day on News Radio WJNO.
The findings of our comprehensive, thorough, and independent investigation, coupled with the medical examiner's determination that Mr. Gray's death was a homicide.
Right now, all 6 police officers are in custody after being charged in Freddie Gray's death. This announcement greeted with cheers and celebrations on the streets of Baltimore this afternoon, where few expected the charges to be filed so quickly. The Now's Ann McNamara has been live in Baltimore all week, where people today continue to react to this stunning announcement.
Around us, this is really the epicenter of the protests, and hundreds of people flocked here right after the state's attorney announced those charges against all 6 police officers. People were dancing in the streets. Let's take a look at some of that video that we shot earlier right after those charges were announced. The dancing in the streets, and perhaps the most important thing you can always hear is the honking. It was almost relentless for hours, and it wasn't just vehicles. It was large trucks were driving by, and it almost seemed like they were driving by just to participate in the celebration. And I hate to use that word celebration because that is not really the situation. There's a mixture here. The mood is a mixture of angry and sad and a feeling of justice. A lot of people think that these charges are the first step to progress, and this is why they said they've been out here all these nights, all these days protesting. And while they don't want to see the rioting again, they said they are going to come out here and peacefully demonstrate. We're going to be out here also, and we'll bring you updates throughout the show. Live in Baltimore, I'm Ann McNamara. Back to you.
And thanks. President Obama spoke about the charges as well against the 6 police officers. Our Michael Williams joining us from the feed room with more on that. Michael.
Yes, also I'm turning around right now, and I don't know if we can take this on our feed. The Fraternal Order of Police about to make a statement, and indeed have just begun speaking. So do we want to go to that real quickly and hear what they are saying in contrast to the prosecutor's remarks? I'll wait for my producer to tell me. Let's dip into that right now.
We will continue to support them throughout this judicial process, which we believe will result in a finding of innocence. We also promise all active duty officers that we will continue to work diligently to ensure that you will receive the necessary support from the FOP to enable you to complete your mission safely. At this time, I will turn it over to our attorney, Mike Davey.
Again, you were hearing the Fraternal Order of Police in Baltimore just moments ago as I saw them come up on the screen to talk. You heard what they said. They believe when all is said and done and the legal process plays out, there will be findings of innocence on the parts of all 6 officers involved in the arrest and custody of Freddie Gray. Of course, he died after that arrest and being put into custody in a police van. He died from injuries that included a mostly severed spine. Today, President Obama spoke about the arrest. Now, he was very careful not to talk specifically about the charges, though those charges, the most serious charge, as you look at pictures of Freddie Gray, involves a charge of second-degree depraved murder of the heart, a callous disregard for human life. That's the most serious charge that one of the 6 officers faces. The others face charges up to and including manslaughter. So again, the president not talking about specifics, but did say that wherever this case leads, justice must be served. Here in part, the president's comments.
It is absolutely vital that the truth comes out on what happened to Mr. Freddie Gray. And it is my practice not to comment on the legal processes involved. That would not be appropriate. But I can tell you that justice needs to be served. All the evidence needs to be presented. Those individuals who are charged obviously are also entitled to due process and rule of law. And so I want to make sure that our legal system runs the way it should.
Again, President Obama commenting after charges were filed by the Baltimore prosecutor, Freddie Gray, dying April 19th, 1 week after suffering a severe spinal cord injury, had been arrested in what police described as a drug-infested area. Again, we'll continue to follow what is coming out in terms of reaction both from Washington and from Baltimore. The charges, the result of the investigation into his death. More reaction, and I'll be in the satellite room to follow all of that for you, Shannon.
Michael, good quick work turning around on that FOP presser. We appreciate your coverage there. News Channel 5's Brian Inton, by the way, has traveled to Baltimore, Maryland. He is helping cover the reaction to today's announcement of the 6 officers being charged in the death of Freddie Gray. Brian will have live reports for our News Channel 5 viewers beginning on News Channel 5 at 5 o'clock. The Justice Department is launching a pilot program right now to provide body cameras to all law enforcement. The program would award $20 million in grants to police departments nationwide to buy the cameras, as well as train officers on their use. Attorney General Loretta Lynch says the program is vital for police tackling new challenges out there at the moment. The program comes amid growing calls for criminal justice reform in the wake of growing allegations of police brutality toward minorities. Here in the Weather Center, and we are looking to the weekend. We certainly need it. It's been a rough week weather-wise.
Yeah, I know.
News-wise. It has been. It has been.
And have you spent any time outside today? I mean, it is unbelievable.
I stepped outside and I said, well, this was early spring. The spring we didn't get here in South Florida.
Yeah, for so long we talked about skipping right into summer, and here we go. We're in May now, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Temperatures fighting to hit 80 degrees this afternoon. I'll tell you, it was tough to come into work this afternoon. Beautiful weather, wall-to-wall sunshine, hardly cloud in the sky, and looking really nice. Great beach and boating day. A little choppy offshore, but overall pleasant. And of course, nothing on the radar to talk about as far as any kind of active weather. It is really something to see how we picked up, on average, almost double our rainfall total in the month of April. And here we go in May, and we're starting this month off in style. A few clouds way offshore over the Bahamas. Quiet here. Current temperatures are a mix of 70s and low 80s. So overall, just fantastic. And tonight looks great, too. Timeline through the evening if you're headed off to Sunfest or anywhere else. This model wants to fire up a shower. I think that's very unlikely at this point. It is looking like a great night on the way. Does it last all weekend? We're going to talk about that coming up, Shannon.
That is the question for you, Steve. You'll have to answer it shortly. We'll see you then. Right now, a 14-year-old is still behind bars after being charged as an adult in a double homicide. Anthony Clark appeared before a judge this morning. There he is right there. Palm Beach County Sheriff's deputies say he shot and killed 2 men in a car last month in suburban Boynton Beach. A judge ordered him held without bond. Clark's attorney says he will not be kept in the jail's general population. A boater safe this afternoon after he disappeared this morning on Lake Okeechobee. Crews spent much of this morning trying to locate him. The boater called his mother from a cell phone and said that he was stuck near Torrey Island, right off Lake O. They were able to find him finally after several hours of searching. Day 3 of Sunfest, and as Steve mentioned, you couldn't ask for better weather, could you? Performing tonight, B. Miller, a popular recording artist with the young ones anyway. I know I had to ask around to find out who B. Miller was. It dates me, doesn't it? James Whelan standing by live backstage at Sunfest with more on what's happening tonight. James?
Yeah, I'm backstage right now of the Tire Kingdom stage. The McNaughtys are practicing on the stage right now. We're back here with the dressing rooms, and look whose dressing room this is right here. B. Miller. She was on the X Factor. Rolling Stone named her one of their 10 artists you needed to know. She has an album dropping in a couple of months. Let's see if she'll maybe have a few words with us. And she performs tonight. So, hey, B, how you doing? Come on in. Hey, how are you? I'm James. Good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
So you're going to be performing for everybody in South Florida tonight.
Yes.
How does it feel to be down here?
Oh, it feels awesome. I love the warm weather. I'm so excited. It's warmer here than it is in LA, so.
Yeah,
happy.
awesome. Well, good. And you have an album dropping in a couple of months.
Yep.
So can people look forward to the music, a little sneak preview of that music playing tonight?
Yes, I will actually be playing all the songs on my album tonight, so everyone here in Florida gets a little sneak peek for everyone else, so I'm
Very
excited.
nice. And you were on the X Factor, right? So how's this how you dealing at 16 years old with this whirlwind going on here?
It's crazy, but I mean, I still find a way to maintain my normal teenage life in between. It's kind of cool. It's like I have an interesting hobby that just so happened to lead me to cool places like this.
That is awesome. And, you know, the weather down here, very warm, but you probably think it's great, right?
I love it. I mean, I'm happy. I don't think I'd be happy if it was like this every day. I might get a little bored, but for now, it's great.
Well, good, because it's actually, for us here in South Florida, it's cooler than it's been. So we're loving this
Cooler than it's been? Oh,
we're
my God,
loving
I
the
think
cooler
it's so
weather.
warm.
I'm going to show the forecast right now. High temperatures as you go through tonight are going to be in the 70s. That's beautiful. A nice wind blowing. You go on stage 7 o'clock, right?
Yep.
So 7 o'clock, it's going to be real nice. I don't see any weather problems out there whatsoever. Mainly partly cloudy to mostly clear skies. Should be absolutely beautiful to come out here and to Sunfest. See B. Miller, 311's playing. A lot of great people. We're going to have more for you coming up in just a little bit.
Thanks, James, for that backstage access there. He's bringing it every single day. That's terrific. She's adorable, isn't she? Don't forget, if you can't make it to Sunfest, you can still check out all the partying going on. Here it is right here. We have this live Sunfest camera set up for you. The camera's located right at the corner of Ivernia and Flagler. So tell all your friends, stop by, wave. You can access the camera by going to WPTV.com/SunfestCam, or as always, just download the WPTV app. Coming up here on the Now, indictments for Bridgegate. Governor Chris Christie's former employees will now have to face a judge for allegedly causing that massive traffic jam. Then, end of an era. A Treasure Coast Blockbuster says it's closing for good. The significance of this store and what it means for Blockbuster's legacy. Also, an emotional meet and greet. A South Florida hospital arranging a get-together for a group of people who wouldn't be alive if it weren't for the other one.
It's always a good morning when fresh Florida blueberry pancakes are on the menu. Make Florida blueberry pancakes your morning tradition. Visit freshfromflorida.com for more mouthwatering recipes. Remember, delicious is always served fresh from Florida.
My last sofa just fell apart. This time I wanted real furniture, built to last. So I went to Bassett.
Save 25 to 35% store-wide, plus special financing for 36 months.
I'm going to enjoy this room for a long time.
At Longhorn, if you want steak tonight, lucky you. If you don't want steak tonight, lucky you. It's Longhorn Favorites, fire-grilled outlaw ribeye, the Longhorn salmon, and the Parmesan-crusted chicken, all with hand-chopped salad and honey wheat bread. Have your favorite tonight. Only at Longhorn Steakhouse. You can't fake steak. And for lunch, try our new Tavern Steak Sandwich or get any of our Steakhouse lunch combos starting at $7.
The School District of Palm Beach County. More choice programs and career academies. More graduates. More STEM. More arts. More sports. everything. Palm Beach County Schools, PVC Public Proud.
The brands you want, the prices you love. It's that easy. Go ahead. It's Marshall's.
You guys can just leave your coats right over here.
Wow, your bedroom is amazing.
Oh, thanks. We worked with a designer from Haverty's. Total refresh.
Oh, I cannot believe people.
What?
Covering up your new bed like that?
Oh, that's okay.
What kind of animals did you invite to this party? We can help. Oh, much better.
Celebrate our 130th anniversary with extra savings at Haverty's. Plus, enjoy 24-month no-interest financing. Haverty's, discover something new.
Do you know that a fully loaded tractor trailer going 65 miles an hour needs almost 2 football fields to stop? Remember this to avoid an accident. Learn more at CerseiLaw.com.
The attorneys of Cersei Denny, a passion for justice.
Ah, fresh Florida sweet corn with grilled chicken and watermelon. Everyone will smile when you serve these Florida favorites. Visit freshfromflorida.com for more mouth-watering recipes. Remember, delicious is always served fresh from Florida.
Trending right now, Starbucks' embarrassment. Ethos water comes from drought-ridden California. Now, Starbucks Ethos water, it costs about $2 a bottle, and it comes from drought-ridden Baxter, California. Now, Starbucks says the spring is private and not used for municipal supplies. And if you're here on the East Coast, that Ethos water that you're drinking, it's coming from a spring in Pennsylvania. Shannon?
Always wondered about that. Yeah. Thanks for filling us in. Rachel, thanks, or solving the mystery for us. All right, remember 2013, Bridgegate? The person who orchestrated the entire mess pleaded guilty today. Former Port Authority official David Wildstein basically admitted that he conspired with Chris Christie's deputy chief of staff to close the lanes of the George Washington Bridge to get back at Fort Lee's mayor. In his plea, he admitted to using a traffic study as a cover for the lane closure and then choosing the first day of school to maximize the impact. It appears Chris Christie off the hook, at least for now. Authorities say he will not be charged in all of this. Christie has repeatedly denied knowing anything about these lane closures, but today, Wildstein's lawyers disputed those claims.
Mr. Christie knew of the lane closures while they were occurring, and evidence exists to establish that. That is as much as I can say and as much as I will say at this time.
Wildstein will be sentenced August 6th. Christie's former deputy chief of staff and deputy executive director of the Port Authority were also indicted on charges related to Bridgegate. Do you remember the days of renting movies? I do. Returning them in that drop box, making sure that you remembered to rewind your VHS tapes, or they'd charge you extra the next time you checked one out. Well, the very last Blockbuster east of the Mississippi, according to the store manager, will be closing tomorrow in Fort Pierce. Wow, what a sign of the times, isn't it? The Blockbuster is located on US 1 and Virginia Avenue. The store manager says the store was open there for more than 20 years. Now, only a couple hundred movies remain on the shelves, all being sold today for just $1. The store manager says it is sad to close, but he acknowledges the struggles Blockbuster had with online movies and movie subscription services that have cropped up in recent years. A rare birth is giving one family a lot of joy, but unfortunately a lot of sadness too. Doctors kept a Nebraska mom alive in a coma for nearly 2 months to give her unborn baby a fighting chance. The mom's name is Carla. She suffered a stroke 22 weeks into her pregnancy, and doctors told the family that she was brain dead and she would never recover. Well, the family asked the doctors to prolong Carla's life, to try to maintain her for as long as possible for the baby's sake. It took a team of nearly 100 physicians and nurses and medical staff to care for Carla, but the fight then paid off. Baby boy Angel was born weighing just 3 pounds.
Well, I was here with her day and night. It was the 2 months that she spent here. I was here day and night.
Baby Angel is still in the NICU, and there are signs of his mom all around him, including a cloth that has his mother's scent to give him comfort. As for Carla, her organs helped save 3 people in need of transplants. Health experts say that her story is so very rare. There are only 33 other cases worldwide in more than 20 years. You might want to grab your tissues for this next story. 4 kidney recipients in Miami met their donors for the very first time. They all participated in a paired kidney exchange program. The Now's Ashley Henson takes us to this emotional meet and greet.
You're my donor. Oh my God.
This isn't your regular introduction. Because Bonnie is meeting the woman who saved her life, Patricia.
I gave you a good one. You gave me a good one. I did. I'm going to use it well.
These 2 ladies are just one of 4 pairs of kidney donors and recipients, part of what's called the Paired Kidney Exchange Program.
Oh, I'm so happy you're good. Yeah.
This is Deanna and John, a second donor and recipient pair. But follow along here. John is Patricia's husband. They are some of 8 people, 3 couples, and 1 mother and son who saved each other's lives.
Craig could have already donated to his wife, but chose to save others. And without this link, the other 3 couldn't also have received the transplant.
All 8 surgeries happened simultaneously on April 9th from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Because of this program, recipients save years of waiting on the national donor list. And the big plus, more lives are saved.
So if more people that are compatible want to do something like this, we could double, triple, quadruple the number of living donor transplants that are actually performed. But it takes that gift, it takes that giving and the ability to want to help others as well.
My wife's family history is not so good, so I want her to be around for a long time. And I felt like I would do that directly, and if indirectly I could help her and somebody else, then that would be a bonus.
These perfect matches finally brought together.
I felt incredible immediately. Puerto Rican on that, right?
They joked.
So that's new.
And cried.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome.
But they all finally feel better. Reporting for The Now, I'm Ashley Hinson.
What a great story. And not far from here, Miami.
Yeah,
this is happening.
amazing
Incredible
stuff.
work.
Yeah.
You know it's a good day when the weatherman's giddy. And you are.
This is a good day to be a weather guy. Got to be honest with you.
It is.
Getting a lot of thumbs up from people when they see him on the street. They're loving it.
It is.
And so, not unexpected, but just so pleasant after a crazy spring and winter with temperatures sky high and a rainfall near double the average last month. We picked up 8 inches officially, and usually we get about 3 to 4 inches of rain in the month of April. And here we go, May, the first weekend of May. Fantastic. Temperatures, we hit 80 in a few spots this afternoon, but that won't last long. We'll cool off into the 60s and 70s overnight. Here's your planner through the evening. Starry sky, absolutely gorgeous. And you may, Shannon, just need a jacket as you head outside, especially later this evening with a cool breeze and temps in the 60s. I won't call it a chill in the air, but it'll be cool in spots.
Wow, 69? Oh yeah, I'd have to have a jacket for that. You know me. Steve, thanks. Can a computer tell how old you are? We are putting a new program to the test, and we're getting some surprising results about some of us here on The Now. We'll disclose it later. And a rescue that you just have to see how these baby foxes got out of a very dangerous situation.
Wendy's new jalapeno fresco chicken is so deliciously hot, it's generating reactions from everyone.
Jalapeno ring sunglasses, fire flame, fire flame.
Hands clapping, thumbs up.
Wendy's new jalapeno fresco, our signature spicy chicken with fresh jalapenos and ghost pepper sauce. How will you react?
Helping South Floridians is important to me. My dad built his business here. It's where I grew up. Our clients are wonderful, honest people. After their accident or injury, most are in shock and vulnerable. My #1 job? To fight for their rights so they can focus on healing. I'm attorney Glenn Levine from the law offices of Anajar and Levine. I wake up every morning with one mission, to make clients whole again. If you need responsive legal help, call 1-800-747-FREE for a consultation.
You and me, we're on our way. It won't take long to find the sun. We'll go here and we'll go there. Don't think twice, just come along.
Bells, celebrating 100 years of bringing you all the brands that are perfect for Florida.
Get ready for spring, it's nothing but fun, you'll see.
For over 30 years, you've heard our jingle. So what does that mean? Amazing everyday low prices on a large selection of electronics and more. An expert and knowledgeable sales team that's ready to help. In-home service by our master tech team. From installation to demonstration of the newest home electronics. And don't forget to ask about our BrandSmart 110% low price guarantee. Discover the BrandSmart way today.
A night of non-stop hits.
The show was amazing.
From this summer's hottest hit maker.
It was awesome.
Tim McGraw. Shotgun Rider Tour 2015. Friday, August 21st, Coral Sky Amphitheater with special guests Billy Currington and Chase Bryant. Tim McGraw live. Friday, August 21st, Coral Sky Amphitheater. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com.
The Mitchells want to transform this barely used bonus room into an entertainment room.
Great room. How do you guys want to use it? We'd like a place we could all hang out.
Definitely.
For this makeover, I'll mix casual colors and fabrics. It's easy to create a functional and fun space with the HGTV Home Design Studio at Bassett.
So we've got this U-shaped sectional. These fabrics are great.
I love the pops of color.
It used to be a storage room.
Now it's a family room. We love it. Are you ready for your big reveal?
Save 25 to 35% store-wide, plus special financing for 36 months.
Stopping him from texting his ex?
Come on.
Good call. Dialing up a Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich? Better call. Wendy's, your night just got better.
Back here on the Now South Florida, 2 fox cubs in need of a rescue after they got stuck in a storm drain. Our friends at Right This Minute show you how they got free.
What's up, The Now? I'm Beth Troutman.
And I'm Ollie Pettigrew. Beth, are you going to rescue me from my boredom with a rescue?
That's absolutely right. Actually, Simon Cowell is responsible for this rescue. He's from the Wildlife Aid Foundation over in the UK. 2 adorable fox kits that he's rescuing. They're in a drainage canal behind a woman's home. She called the Wildlife Aid Foundation because she heard the poor kits screaming.
Those are some serious gloves he's putting on. Are you sure they're adorable?
They don't seem adorable right in this moment. They do try to avoid Simon Cowell. They bite and nip, and you can hear their little screams, but he eventually gets them into this crate. He says, unfortunately, this is not a catch and release. He doesn't know where these foxes came from, but he did take them back to their center, and he has introduced them to all of their other orphaned fox kits, and he says they're getting on very well.
All's well that ends well.
For all the latest videos, you can catch us on Right This Minute.
Guys, will do. The music world mourning the loss of a doo-wop era singer. Coming up next, more on the life of Benny King. And women and money, what you should be doing right now to make sure that you are prepared before your money runs out.
Bugging you, South Florida? You spoke up and we want to help. News Channel 5, covering local news everywhere. Less standardized testing, what next year looks like. This hot topic at 6:05 Monday on WPTV News Channel 5.
I don't believe you.
No way.
How's that possible?
That's crazy.
I don't believe you.
I find that really hard to believe.
I don't know about that.
No way.
2 pairs of glasses for $69.95 with a free eye exam.
I paid way too much.
It's true. At America's Best, we've been selling quality eyewear at low prices for 35 years. Call 1-800-2PAIR or visit americasbest.com today.
Wanda, thank you for my flavor. Nothing bland about you, baby. Ken, you fill me with big taste. And Mama Bag, thanks to you, I'm one fine-looking bag.
Get Checkers and Rally's fan favorite, the authentic Philly cheesesteak with juicy Philly steak and hot melted Swiss. Or try the new meatball sub in zesty marinara topped with cheese. Pick yours, 2 for $5. Checkers and Rally's.
It's in the bag.
6 days gone, 4 to go. Monday, May 4th, the Rooms to Go spring sale will end. So don't miss this once-a-season opportunity. We must clear the way for new styles, and low prices will get it done. Save on Cindy Crawford Home, the Sofia Vergara collection, Ultimate TV packages, and tons of clearance items. And to make buying easier, finance interest-free until January 2018. But hurry, shop the Rooms to Go spring sale before it ends at 9 p.m. Monday.
Car accident?
People are talking about Steinger is going green.
They sure are. Get this. After
After Maritza's accident, they got her $94,000.
I like the sound of that.
Then you'll love this. They got Eric $392,000 after his accident.
Check this out. Steinger, Isco, and Green got Rod $900,000.
$900,000? Talk about getting paid.
If you've been injured in a car accident, find out why people are talking about Steinger, Isco, and Green.
800-561-1111.
Watch the Honda Sports Desk for the latest local and national sports, powered by ESPN 106.3. Every night at 11, only on News Channel 5. Sponsored by the South Florida Honda Dealers. Visit sfhondadealers.com to find the dealer nearest you.
Today's a big day. Today, you look to the best.
To start feeling better. With 4 locations in South Florida.
World-class care.
World-class care is always near you. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Call today. We're here for you.
At Schumacher, it's a spring celebration. $289 a month leases the stunning Buick Enclave, only at Schumacher.
For the best deal on the affordable luxury of Buick, come join the family at Schumacher.
Here now, the news you need to know in 90 seconds. Right now, a 14-year-old is behind bars after being charged as an adult in that double homicide. Anthony Clark appeared before a judge just this morning. Palm Beach County Sheriff's deputies say he shot and killed 2 men in a car last month in suburban Boynton Beach. A judge ordered him held without bond. Clark's attorney says he's not going to be kept in the jail's general population. The mother accused of smoking flakka and leaving her baby by a building has to stay away from her child now. Quashana Doby, seen there covering her face as she made her first court appearance just this morning. Police found her baby yesterday on Gulfstream Boulevard in front of an office building. Doby says she fell asleep down the street after smoking the synthetic drug. The baby is currently with foster parents. A cruise ship has returned to Port Everglades after dozens of passengers got really sick. The Holland America cruise ship arrived this morning. 60 passengers and 11 crew members were sickened during a 14-day Caribbean cruise. The ship is set to be sanitized before it leaves port again. The death toll in Nepal continues to rise. It now stands at more than 6,200 people. Tonight, our local Nepalese community will be holding a candlelight vigil for Nepal earthquake victims. It will take place at Palm Beach State College's Lake Worth campus. It begins at 7 o'clock tonight at MLK Plaza. The event is open to the public. Everybody is welcome to attend. Those pictures, incredible still, aren't they? That's your news in 90 seconds. A singer from the doo-wop era, Benny King, sadly died today. Our Molly Hendrickson from the Now National Desk has details.
Benny King died today in New Jersey. He's most known for his classic Stand By Me, which sparked numerous covers.
So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me.
King found success with doo-wop group The Drifters and was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member. But Stand By Me hit the U.S. top 10 charts in 1961 and again 25 years later when Stand By Me the movie hit theaters. The song is such a hit, the Recording Industry Association of America voted it one of the top 25 songs of the 20th century. Not to mention, it's a huge hit at weddings. King earned 12 top 10 hits during his heyday and continued recording music throughout the 90s. He was 76. Back to you.
Molly, thanks. Sure don't make them like that anymore, do they? Police show up at a West Palm Beach home. They do a welfare check on a child, but they found something else. The Now's Jamel Lene tells us how it ended up with a man in jail right now. Jamel?
Well, Shannon, Department of Children and Families investigators and officers went to check on a child they say was badly burned. When they arrived, the officers say they were hit with a strong smell of marijuana. Enrique Bornilla was arrested after officers in DCF showed up to his home on Briggs Street Thursday morning following a complaint that a 3-year-old had received second-degree burns on his chest and stomach. Police say the child was at Wellington Regional Hospital hours earlier after spilling hot water on himself. Now, investigators say the child and parent were not at the home. They say it may have been an old address. Instead, investigators stumbled upon what they say was a marijuana-producing operation at the residence occupied by Bornilla. Agents see several marijuana plants on the first floor of the home and about 30 plants on the second floor. A plastic bag full of pot, a gun, and ammunition. Neighbors say they never knew that this was going on unless cops showed up.
They were bringing stuff out and we were like, wow, that's crazy. You would have never thought that. It's right across the street. All we ever saw was people working on the house. All our neighbors have kids. There was never really any disturbance until then that you could actually see something. Like, I didn't even know who lived there.
Now, Bonilla is in jail on a $14,000 bond. As for the child who has the burn marks, DCF says the case is still under investigation and agents have located a correct address for the 3-year-old. Shannon, back to you.
Jamel, thanks. Pope Francis, did you hear about this? He's talking about equal pay for women, saying it is a pure scandal that women are often paid less than men for the exact same work. While there is more emphasis now on equal pay for equal work, the Now's John Favoli tells us money experts really say that women need to be more self-reliant when it comes to their own finances.
Gender bias, divorce, or just being a mom, all are things that prevent many women from having a secure retirement. Add the fact that women live longer than men, and you start to get an idea of why women need to take control of their financial future.
Even at a minimum, that adds up to the absolute least amount of $300,000 less that a woman has in retirement savings at the end of their career.
Attorney and financial expert Sherry Olafson says one reason for the shortfall is women earn 78 cents to every dollar for a man.
But on top of that, John, because women take an average of about 12 years off caring for children and older parents, they're actually earning money less time. Also, women are more likely to be taking part-time jobs. So less than half of women in this country actually even have a retirement savings account to begin with.
Divorce can eat up more than a quarter of a woman's net financial value. Olafson suggests women plan ahead and take charge of their retirement account.
When it comes to retirement accounts, a lot of women rely on their husband's retirement accounts. Have your own retirement account at all costs. Even if you're not working, you can put away up to $5,000 a year of your husband's income in your own retirement account.
Olafson says women need to become financially literate and seek advice to avoid the pitfalls of poverty in the golden years. John Favoli for the Now South Florida.
Great advice, John. Thanks so much. Microsoft created a website that tries to detect people's age just by looking at a photo. So we wanted to have a little fun with this. The Now's digital producer tested it out and you tested out some of our photos too, apparently, Rachel.
Oh, I did, and I can't wait for this. So this site, howold.net, it takes a guess at how old you are based on your photos. So let's see how this site did with some of our familiar faces down
that's
here.
An old picture.
According to howold.net, our own Shannon Cake, she's 41, which we know is incorrect because she just told us the other day she turned 29 on her birthday.
Exactly. 29 the 12th time.
Right. And so here's my photo. According to howold.net, I'm 26. I'm just a couple years younger than Shannon, which 26. Could explain why I'm over 30, for real. And I keep getting carded. And finally, we have our meteorologist, Steve Weigel. Now, the facial recognition software thinks he's 57. So he either has a really good doctor or we need to try again with another photo. So the site is actually designed to learn over time from the data people upload, and it will get a little bit more accurate as more people use it. If you want to try it out for yourself, you can head over to our Facebook page, The Now South Florida.
What did you think about that, Steve? 57.
I only feel 62 inside.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
This is crazy.
I know, sorry.
We'll try again with another photo.
Well,
sorry about that.
I guess 48, I don't know. 49 in a couple of weeks.
Are you really?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, God bless you. Well, you know what? I posted on my Facebook page. Somebody came up to me the other day. I'm actually 44. And they said, Shannon, you shouldn't have put it. I didn't know. I put my birthday on my Facebook page. So I guess Facebook told everybody how old I was.
Yeah, absolutely.
Otherwise, you would have believed I was 29, right?
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely. When I said 29 the other day. I know. All of you would have.
Oh, the joys of computers.
We got to lick our wounds, don't we? Still ahead here on the Now South Florida. Thanks, guys. Take a look at this.
Adding a little copper to a traditional cocktail beverage that you can buy at a steal. Plus, jewelry and workout wear for mom. I'm going to show them to you at a steal just ahead.
My last sofa just fell apart. This time I wanted real furniture, built to last. So I went to Bassett.
Save 25 to 35% store-wide, plus special financing for 36 months.
I'm going to enjoy this room for a long time.
The more than 4,000 homeless in Palm Beach County need your help. The Lord's Place provides compassionate and effective services to men, women, and children in our community, offering a hand up, not a handout. Your gift to the Lord's Place will help provide delicious meals, computer training, chef's apprentice programs, job skills training, and family shelter programs. The Lord's Place brings families and individuals closer to their dreams at every step of their journey out of homelessness.
The perfect car calls for the perfect price, and Lexus of Palm Beach has it. Right now, get a new 2015 Lexus IS 250 for just $279 a month. Or get a new 2015 Lexus ES 350 for the perfect payment, just $309 a month. Hurry to Lexus of Palm Beach. Price perfection. LexusofPalmBeach.com.
Doug, we have the results. But first, we have a very special guest. Come on out, Flo. You have anything to say to Flo?
Nah, just let the results do the talking.
Well, he could do that. We show our Progressive Direct rate and the rates of our competitors, even if Progressive isn't the lowest.
It looks like Progressive is not the lowest. When we return, we'll find out whether Doug is the father. Wait, what?
You deserve nothing less than the best. You deserve Mercedes-Benz of Delray, where you get the best for less than you'd expect. Like a new 2015 Mercedes-Benz C300 for $339 a month. Or a new 2015 Mercedes-Benz E350 Sports Sedan, $439 a month. Only at Mercedes-Benz of Delray. Get the best for less than you'd expect. MercedesFLA.com.
Just steps away from the water, relax and enjoy the atmosphere and amazing food with locations across South Florida. Mulligan's Beach House Bar and Grill. Fun and food for the entire family.
When you're living with diabetes, steady is exciting. Only Glucerna has Carb Steady, clinically proven to help minimize blood sugar spikes. Make it part of your daily diabetes plan, so you stay steady ahead.
Need a new mattress? El Dorado has Florida's largest selection.
We're still talking about the age thing here. Steve and I are in agreement. It must be the bad lighting when we took those photos. Are you looking for a new way to serve up your cocktails at home? Terry O is here with an Overstock.com exclusive that will definitely make your party different from all the others out there, and you can buy them at a Smoke and Steal.
In today's Simple Steals, we have exclusive deals on drinking mugs that will turn your next cocktail party into a trendy one, jewelry for the ladies, and performance wear made for every woman, every day, all day. Welcome to Simple Steals, everyone. I'm Terry O. First, we're starting out with this week's exclusive, which comes to us from Overstock.com. Check these out. They're Old Dutch Moscow Mule mugs. Okay, now, if you don't already know, there's a popular cocktail beverage called the Moscow Mule, which is traditionally served in these mugs because of the copper lining. It keeps the drink colder longer. Of course, you can put any beverage in these. Once a set of 4 mugs would set you back $136.99, Overstock is giving us this set of 4 mugs for only $61.56. Okay, next, how about getting some jewelry for Mom on Mother's Day from Isabel Grace Jewelry? They're giving us 3 pieces to pick from. First of all, this is their classic pearl necklace, which features graduated pearls and a little rhinestone accent bead. Plus, it comes in different colors. Once $120, now only $60. That's a good deal, right? Then we have these gorgeous Swarovski earrings right here. Look at how beautiful these crystals are. They're so shiny. They were $68, but now only $34. Or how about this little bloom sunflower necklace? Once $89, now only $44.50. These are all some stunning steals just for Mom. Okay, finally, give Mom some new workout wear with these super stylish tights made by Just Live. They have tons of different styles and colors to choose from. They're incredibly soft and smooth. Mom can wear these all day long and look good doing it. Once $86, now they're only $56. I'm going to order mine right now. All right, to get all the details on how to purchase the steals we just mentioned, just log on to our Facebook page by typing in simplesteals.com. And don't forget to like us. I'm Terry O, and those are your exclusive Simple Steals today.
We like the mom stuff today. Terry, thanks. Still ahead of Here on in the Now. Did you know that there is a cow right now in the middle of Sunfest? My goodness, it has something to do with your cell phone. Okay, just to clear that up. Also coming up, the outpouring of support from the community at the moment. Find out how local students are now able to go to prom and what was done to make that happen.
It's 5 o'clock. You need to know what's happening right now.
Keeping a close eye on the radar today.
This house behind me arrested. The only local chopper getting you breaking news first. Steve Weagle, tracking and alerting you before the storm moves in. Local news everywhere.
Businesses evacuated and part of Blue Heron Boulevard shut down.
Leaders in Boynton Beach.
Live with the call for help.
He's extremely shaken up over the events of what happened.
WPTV News Channel 5 at 5. Local coverage you can count on.
Right now, during the Rooms to Go spring sale, is the perfect time to buy this great-looking sectional in ivory or black for just $11.95. And get this bonus cocktail ottoman free. Now, during the Rooms to Go spring sale.
Healthier gifts mean happier moms. Give a gift card to Massage Envy Spa for wellness Mom can use on Mother's Day or whenever she needs it most.
What happens in your home when everyone is online at once? Does the internet ever slow down?
All the time. I'll be trying to play online and we'll have someone else streaming in the other room.
Well, Xfinity has the fastest and most reliable in-home Wi-Fi. Look how fast this show downloads. Wow.
This is fast.
And who else was on this network? You can see all the stuff they were downloading.
Wow. That's really cool.
Get the fastest in-home Wi-Fi with Xfinity Internet. You can't get that with Uverse. Or get started for $19.99 a month for a year. See for yourself. Call or go online today.
Tonight on Grimm, they've reached the point of no return.
She's doing it. Nick! I can't stop it.
An all-new Grimm that can't be missed tonight here on NBC.
On the first Saturday in May, beneath the majestic spires of Churchill Downs, a new champion will be crowned. The race for the Triple Crown begins with the Kentucky Derby, only on NBC.
You're driving along and then it happens. You get hurt in a car accident.
After your accident, make it easy. Call Rubenstein Law. They handle the hassle so you don't have to.
I'm attorney Robert Rubenstein. Call me. I want to be your attorney.
Call 1-800-FL-LEGAL.
Auto racing is all about skill. So I feel a close connection with the Trauma Center at Longwood Regional Medical Center. They are the only trauma center on the Treasure Coast. And they have the skill to handle the toughest cases. Last year alone, they saved 1,000 lives. So, do I get to fly now? Visit longwoodmed.com.
Need a new bedroom? During the Rooms to Go spring sale, get great clearance savings on 5-piece bedrooms. Your choice, just $688. That's just $688 for complete queen bed, dresser, and mirror. Now during the Rooms to Go spring sale.
Back here on the Now South Florida, most of us know texting and driving is really dangerous. What is being done then to keep people's eyes on the roadway? The Now's Chris Stewart talked to a safety expert today who says that our state laws need to be better.
Right now, if you're out on the road and you see somebody texting behind the wheel, police actually can't pull them over for that. They have to be doing something else illegal for an officer to stop them. There was a bill on the books to change that here in Florida, but the state legislative session is over and that bill did not pass. We all know that texting and driving is dangerous. We went for a ride ourselves to check it out with a trained driving instructor from the Safety Council of Palm Beach County. We were away from traffic. We were in a parking lot. Not a surprise. I was looking down at my phone, not on the road, and that had me swaying back and forth and over the center line, and that was just going less than 20 miles per hour in a parking lot. Think about being on the highway. It might feel like you're looking down at your phone for just a moment if you send a text message, but you're actually covering more road than you think.
Probably going a couple hundred feet, the length of a football field, maybe 300 feet in 3 seconds, and that's... And that much space, somebody can move in front of you at the blink of an eye, and you won't be able to respond to it.
The news of texting while driving remaining a secondary offense here in Florida comes at the same time as a new study that I've posted on the WPTV app says that teen drivers have actually cut down on the amount of texting behind wheels because of stricter state laws. It's not clear if there's going to be another push to make texting while driving a primary offense in Florida next year. In Wellington, I'm Chris Stewart for The Now, South Florida.
Chris, thanks. Here with Steve Weagle, we're looking to the weekend.
Yes.
We're excited.
Oh, we're looking quickly, too. It's fantastic weather this weekend, really.
after the winter and the spring. Well, Florida style, it was hot. And we are looking at temperatures that are absolutely gorgeous this weekend. We broke 80 degrees today. There's a look at the radar. Nothing on the radar. Very quiet here and off the coastline. Beautiful temperatures. You can see a mix of 70s and 80s, and tonight looks fantastic. More sunshine on the way this weekend. I'll let you know how much it'll warm up and how cool it'll get at night coming up at 5.
See you then, Steve. Thanks. Now, a look at what is making national and international news right now. Jay Cashmere standing by in the feed room with what's coming in on the satellites. Jay?
Good afternoon, Shannon. 6 police officers will face charges for the death of Freddie Gray, including murder and manslaughter charges. Police in riot gear lined the streets of Baltimore as the state attorney made the announcement. Gray died in police custody nearly a week after breaking his neck in a police transport van. Over to Turkey now, where police and protesters were heard as May Day protests turned violent. Police are using water cannons and tear gas, trying to stop demonstrators from marching into a square in Istanbul. Those demonstrators then threw rocks and bricks at police. 6 days since Nepal's big earthquake, and rescue workers are still not giving up. Thousands of people are still missing, including several hundred Americans and about 1,000 Europeans. The United Nations usually calls off searches 7 days after a disaster. A former political ally of New Jersey Governor Chris Christie pleading guilty today for his role in Bridgegate. You might remember that's when a huge traffic tie-up happened near the George Washington Bridge between New York City and New Jersey back in 2013. David Wildstein, a high school classmate of Christie's, admits that he conspired to close lanes on the bridge as political retribution for a local New Jersey mayor not endorsing Christie's re-election bid for governor. And finally, new census data out today on housing, and it is not good news. A new analysis showing more Americans are spending at least half of their pay on living costs. That means sometimes people are choosing between rent and food. Most experts recommend you spend no more than a third of your income on housing. That's your News in 90. Shannon, back to you.
Jay, thanks. The Sunfest party in West Palm Beach is going on through the weekend, as we've been telling you. So we sent the Now's digital producer, Rachel Leto, downtown for one last time to show you why you don't have to worry about dropped calls or slow media posts during this event.
If you've been able to send pictures and videos from Sunfest without any hiccups, you can thank the cow.
It's basically a mobile cell site, and when you have large crowd drawing events like Sunfest where you have hundreds of thousands of people gathered in a very small geographic area, it can lead to network congestion. So we deploy something like this, a cow or a cell on wheels.
Think about when a highway is being widened. You're adding a lane so more traffic can flow through. That's essentially what the cow does for AT&T customers at Sunfest.
The bottom line is we obviously want our customers to have a great experience, and this is going to help ensure that happens because they're going to want to be taking photos and recording videos and sharing with people who weren't able to come to the festival with them, and you've got to make sure you have enough coverage and capacity for that to happen.
And thanks to AT&T's Cow, you'll be able to use your phone in case of an emergency too.
Coverage is always a challenge when you have a lot of people that are crowded together in just a small area. So that's why it's important that we bring out mobile cell sites like this one.
In addition to bringing in the cow, AT&T has also upgraded an existing cell tower at the north end of Sunfest for better signal strength. In downtown West Palm Beach, I'm Rachel Leto for the Now South Florida.
Rachel, thanks. I'm here in the newsroom. We're getting ready for the 5 o'clock news. Ashley Hinson at the news desk tonight at 5. What are you working on?
Well, if you've been to the beach in Delray recently, you might have noticed it's getting harder and harder to find a place to park. Now, that's because the city recently put up some new no parking signs after the request of people who live right on the water. It's really been a heated battle between people visiting and people who live there. But coming up tonight at 5, Charlie Keegan is digging deeper into the rules because some people are saying those signs were put up illegally.
Really?
So we're going to see what he found because it's definitely, like I said, become a heated battle.
It's been going on for years,
yeah.
But I know it's been a hot button issue, particularly in the last couple.
Yeah,
so.
It's hard to find a place to park, and people like their space, so
absolutely.
It's interesting, both sides of the story.
You do see both sides. We'll see it at 5. Thanks, Ashley.
Sure.
We'll see you then. Thanks.
See ya.
A lot of parents have probably done this, going down a slide. I've done it. I'm just learning about this right now. With your child sitting on your lap, have you done that? Gotten on a slide and you were worried about they were maybe too young to go down, so you said, oh, I'll go down with them. Well, today we're learning that this can lead to really serious consequences. With a full cast on his leg, there's no climbing right now for Lindsay Dahl's son, Corbin. At a park last week, they took the slide down together. Corbin on his mom's lap. She thought she was being safe.
and it was a curvy slide. And at the very last curve, his foot hit the side, and then my body went to the other side, and I heard it, and I knew.
Can you imagine? Corbin's foot got caught, snapped his tibia. One emergency medicine doctor said that parents should never go down a slide with their child on their lap. A study in the Journal of Pediatric Orthopedics found nearly 14% of all tibia fractures in toddlers happen when they're going down a slide on a parent's lap. Doctors say it might be safer for the parent to be at the bottom catching the child versus the child going down the slide with him. I did that one time, and I tried to alter our steering, and I took the skin off my elbow. So I learned my lesson then, but now this is confirming what I found out the hard way. All right. Good stuff, guys. Thanks. Producers wise. As women in the television business, I can tell you, heels, they're not much fun, especially when you're running around the studio with them. I'm pointing to my heel. Rob, cue the heels. Okay, there we go. So why would anybody think that high heels for babies would be okay? I have no idea. Our partners at Newsy have the story.
Parents are upset with a company that's making high heels for babies. It's called Pee Wee Pumps and was founded after a mom couldn't find high heels for her infant daughter. The shoes, designed for ages 0 to 6 months, are made of fabric and are collapsible.
Our black high heel crib shoe, also known as Diva, provides great fashion details and class to complement the perfect dress or outfit.
On Amazon, users posted negative reviews of the shoes, writing, "They're infants. They shouldn't be dressed like they're about to dance burlesque. And these are absolutely ridiculous. Why can't we just let children be children?" Anchors on the morning shows were pretty mixed when it came to their feelings on the baby high heels.
I think that's about the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. I'm a mama too. See, oh look, they're just cute. They're just a little extra material there at the end, and then they can take really cute pictures.
Despite these heels mostly being made for looks, it does bring up the dangers of allowing children to wear heels while they're young. Back in 2010, the editor-in-chief of Parents Magazine told CBS, at the age of 5 and on up until 10, 12, the bones are still forming. You can get some shortening of the tendons in the heels, so you really don't want to let them spend more than a little time every week in some kind of heel. Wearing heels is even dangerous for adults. A 2012 study found wearing heels on a regular basis can put wearers at risk for permanent physiological damage to their knees, hips, back, and tendons. As for Pee Wee Pumps, the founder said the baby heels are simply meant to be a fashion accessory. For Newsy, I'm Catherine Beek. Watch Newsy 24/7 on your TV or download the Newsy app for on-the-go updates.
Catherine, thanks. A heartwarming update now to a story we first brought you last week, actually. Remember that teacher at Boynton Beach High School who was trying to send dozens of underprivileged students to prom? Well, now those students and a lot more are able to attend the big event thanks to an outpouring of support from people like you at home. You saw our story and you stepped up to help out. The Now's Katie Johnson live from Boynton Beach High School this afternoon with this uplifting update. We love it, Katie. Tell us about it.
I love this story too, Shannon. It's been a very busy week for the staff member behind this request for help. Since our story aired last Wednesday, she's received hundreds of emails, phone calls, and plenty of donations, including prom dresses. I'm actually standing in a room full of them right now. These donors getting these students excited not only for prom, but also for their futures.
Yes. I hope to be.
The big night is days away, and just the very thought of going to prom has Jayla Pippin beaming.
I can't describe it. It's a really good feeling, though.
Going to prom was just unimaginable. The dress, the ticket, frivolous expenses she can't afford. Jayla admitted to her classmates and our viewers she doesn't know where she'd lay her head each night. Jayla is homeless, but now her prom ticket and dress are taken care of.
I should do something that flutters, at least, in the wind or when you walk.
And her hair and makeup, too. All thanks to an outpouring of support from people in the community and as far away as Canada.
It has been just a whirlwind of excitement and generosity and just happiness all around.
Christine Bozard is the voice behind the cause. She was initially hoping to raise $5,000 to send 50 kids to prom. Some of those kids homeless like Jayla. Others don't have parents to go home to at the end of the day. Now, she says she surpassed her goal and is sending even more students to the event.
It's so nice to see how many people really truly care when they see that people right here in their own backyard need help and support.
Those touched by her story donated money, dresses, tuxedos, even decorations to help make the night more memorable. A night many of these students would not have enjoyed without the help.
It This is just to let them enjoy their last experience together as kids and seniors before they enter that adult world.
Now, the prom is next weekend. These kids all obviously very excited about the big event coming up all new at 6. Hear how this teacher's preparing to send these kids not only to prom, but also to the next step of their lives, which is college. Shannon?
Sounds amazing, this teacher does, Katie. You know, we all remember our prom and getting ready for it and the excitement that was all around it. You've been covering the story from its inception when we first brought it to our viewers last week. What was it like to hear those raw stories when they were in front of the green screen? What was it like for you, Katie?
Honestly, it was really difficult for me to hold back tears just to hear their stories, their unimaginable stories, imagining having to grow up without having parents in your life. So to hear their stories and just to see how happy they are, excited they are just for this one night, it's truly remarkable what this teacher has done for these students. And hopefully more teachers, more people in the community will learn from this and try to help others who are also struggling. Shannon? So many teachers out there like this have this grassroots, get it done attitude. We salute them tonight. Katie, thanks. That'll do it for the Now South Florida News Channel 5 at 5. Begins right now.
Right now on News Channel 5.
We have probable cause to file criminal charges.
The major announcement by Baltimore State Attorney today, 6 police officers will be charged in connection with the death of Freddie Gray. And within the hour, the police union there has called the charges, quote, a rush to judgment.
Gray died last week from injuries suffered while in police custody. His death is being ruled a homicide.
News Channel 5's Brian Nitton is the only local reporter in Baltimore. He joins us now with more on the charges and reaction from a strife-torn city. Brian?
We are at Pennsylvania Avenue and North Avenue, really ground zero of this entire controversy. Hundreds of protesters out here, and today I'm hearing them all shouting right now that today they say they got the truth. A much more of a sense of calm out here than's been seen in past days when you saw the violence and the rioting. Take a look behind me. All 4 street corners, if you don't mind moving out of the way, man, we're just going to show the street corners. All 4 street corners packed with hundreds of people out here. And across the street is that CVS pharmacy that we've seen on the news so many nights. That CVS pharmacy is the pharmacy that burned. And Ian, I want you to pan to the right a little more, and I want to show you, it's really almost like a war zone out here on some blocks. You see, they've got the Humvees, the National Guard is out here. But again, somewhat a sense of calm and relief from the protesters out here with the state attorney's decision to charge those 6 police officers. Listen to what the Baltimore state attorney said earlier today.
Despite Mr. Gray's appeal for a medic, both officers assessed Mr. Gray's condition, and at no point did either of them restrain Mr. Gray per BPD general order, nor did they render or request medical assistance.
The announcement follows nearly 2 weeks of marches and protests that have at times escalated into violence. A 10 p.m. curfew will continue in Baltimore, where security remains tight and tension high. After Mosby announced charges, Maryland Congresswoman Elijah Cummings said it is a new day in Baltimore.
Our children, they went out there and protest, for the most part, peacefully. Mm-hmm. But they had to protest in order to get here. Yes. And this creates a faith in them.
So it's easy to get the sense from the TV pictures that all of Baltimore looks like this, and that's really not the case. To give you a little perspective, we drove in today from the airport through downtown, through this entire neighborhood, and you don't see protests in any other places. It is all focused at this one intersection for now, but that could all change this weekend. 2 huge protests planned for both Saturday and Sunday. The hope is that they will remain peaceful based on the state attorney's decision. One other thing, the police union president making very clear at this moment that he does not agree with the state attorney's charges, and he believes those police officers will not eventually be charged based on what is decided in court. We'll have much more coming up at 6 o'clock. For now, live in Baltimore, Brian Enton, WPTV News Channel 5.
Brian, thank you. And to your other point, that attorney said a short while ago he had never seen such a hurried rush to file charges. In his words, the officer did nothing wrong. A long legal road ahead on all sides. Ashley?
Michael, thanks. A man who spent time in prison for a high-profile, deadly drunk driving crash is back in jail tonight for driving drunk again. News Channel 5's Tanya Rogers is live at the courthouse with this story. Tanya.
Well, Leonard Wickett, he appeared in court today and he agreed to a plea deal of spending 60 days in jail. He admitted he was driving drunk during a crash that happened last May. Now, a judge told Wickett after he completes 60 days in jail, he will be on probation for a year. Back in 1985, Wickett was driving drunk in Loxahatchee when he hit an ATV driven by two sisters. 14-year-old Kathy Drost died. Her sister left with permanent injuries. He gained notoriety at the time for leaving the state and living under an alias for years until he was caught and sent to prison. He's been out of prison since 1997 and doesn't appear to have any additional drunk driving cases until the crash last May. Today he appeared in court accepting the plea deal. The spokesperson for Mothers Against Drunk Driving was also in court.
We do see the repeat offenders continue to repeat and continue to offend. What's unusual is we have laws on the books that say nobody who's an alcoholic or drug addict can have a driver's license, but they're never enforced. And we'd like to see more enforcement. MADD is all about enforcing the laws we have.
Now, coming up tonight at 6, we'll speak to the mother who lost that teenage girl in that accident in 1985 about these latest developments. Reporting live, Tanya Rogers, WPTV News Channel 5.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
Award-winning weather today. What a great way to kick off the month and the weekend. Fantastic. Hardly a cloud in the sky and no rain, obviously, on our Power 5 radar network. Looking really, really nice. Off in the distance over the Bahamas, a few clouds and a few showers, but nothing here. And temperatures in the high 70s and low 80s. Well below normal for this time of year. Hour-by-hour forecast, pleasant. Temperatures cooling off into the 60s late overnight with a clear sky. You may even need a jacket later tonight before midnight as we drop down into the 60s away from the coastline. Almost a chill in the air in a few spots. I'll let you know how long it'll last. Your complete weekend forecast coming up.
Steve, thank you. Back to breaking news in Baltimore. The family of Freddie Gray speaking out just hours after word comes that 6 officers involved in this case are going to be charged in his death. Let's listen in.
Numerous other cities, numerous other towns, and numerous rural areas are expressing their outrage that there are too many Freddie Grays. And if Freddie Gray is not to die in vain, we must seize this opportunity to reform police departments throughout this country so that there are no more days and times like this. It is now time for every city, including our own, to make all citizens of this country treated with human dignity, unaffected by color, religion, gender, income, or of the other irrelevant differences that wrongly exclude them from the human family. Let us make this the overarching meaning of justice for Freddie. Freddie's family is gratified that the ministers, elected officials, and others have stepped into the streets to counsel peace. But the family is especially gratified that the young people of America are showing us the way. They are firm, strong, and bound together in a mission for change. Our young people have friends, classmates, relatives, spouses, and co-workers from all races, all colors, all sexual orientations, all religions, and all incomes.
You have been listening to a representative for the family of Freddie Gray speaking out in Baltimore, calling essentially for a national conversation about community police relations. This just hours after the state attorney in Baltimore files charges against 6 police officers involved, she says, in the death of Freddie Gray, the most serious charge, a second-degree murder, depravity of the heart charge, saying there was a callous disregard for life. One officer facing that charge, which, if convicted, could be a sentence of up to 30 years. Within the hour, as I was monitoring the feeds, the Fraternal Order of Police came out and said that, speaking on behalf of the officers, never seen such a, quote, hurried rush to file charges, and that the officers did nothing wrong. A long legal road ahead, but this reaction, late breaking as you look on live in Baltimore. We'll continue to monitor the satellites. Ashley?
The mother accused of smoking flocka and leaving her baby by a building must stay away from her child. Kashana Dobie covered her face as she made her first court appearance today. Police found her baby Thursday on Gulfstream Boulevard in front of an office building. Dobie says she fell asleep down the street after smoking the synthetic drug. The baby is currently with foster parents.
A Boynton Beach 14-year-old is now charged as an adult accused of murdering 2 people. Anthony Clark is being held without bail. He made his first court appearance today. Police say he shot and killed 2 men in a car last month in suburban Boynton Beach. Clark's attorney says while this case plays out, he will not be kept in the jail's general population.
Covering Delray Beach, the hunt to find a good parking spot near the beach is getting heated. No parking signs dot side streets along Barrier Island, but beachgoers say they need the street side spots to park. News Channel 5's Charlie Keegan has both sides of the argument tonight. Charlie.
Yeah, Ashley, here are the signs. The city put up some of these no parking signs along the beach when they got requests from citizens. Of course, those requests went to a committee of firefighters and police officers and city engineers who determined whether the signs should go up or not. But still, some residents say that these private property owners who are making these requests shouldn't decide what happens on public streets. And so they're making a push tonight. I did speak with one man who's living on the Barrier Island here. He says that in the past, the parking has blocked the streets and intersections, really limiting where police and firefighters could go. For him, parking is a safety and quality of life issue. But now an online petition is going around saying the city shouldn't be putting up these signs when they get requests just so frequently. That petition says that the request of a few is hurting the many who want to come to the beach.
Is not to put up more no parking signs.
There'll be people parked all the way down both sides, and you can't get by, and certainly no fire engine or ambulance could get by.
And late this afternoon, we're getting word that there is a possible solution in the work. The city is working on drafting some sort of parking permit program for residents and beach visitors. We'll have more on that ahead at 6 o'clock. Live in Delray Beach, Charlie Keegan, WPTV News Channel 5.
I'm Jay Cashmere, live in the feed room right now. We are seeing for the first time closed-circuit television in Nepal, capturing the very moment that massive earthquake toppled a monument in Kathmandu. This footage in Nepal by police shows the monument collapsing on a busy roundabout after that devastating quake struck. This is the moment of impact in the southern area of the city. Cars can be seen screeching to a halt right before people run into the road in panic here. The official death toll from the 7.9 magnitude quake has now climbed above 6,200. Reporting live from the feed room. Back to you.
And Jay's local community is holding a candlelight vigil for the Nepal earthquake victims at Palm Beach State's Lake Worth campus. It'll start at 7 o'clock at MLK Plaza, and the event is open to the public.
Trending now, Groove Shark has shut down after years of litigation. Groove Shark was founded in 2006 by 3 students at the University of Florida and one of the first internet sites that allowed users to listen to music on demand for free. That move enraged major labels by letting users upload copyrighted songs. Groove Shark had claimed 30 million monthly users at one point. Its website went dark as the company sought to avoid potential penalties that might have climbed and may still climb into the hundreds of millions of dollars.
Rhythm and blues legend Ben E. King has died. King, best known for the classic Stand By Me, passed away in New Jersey. His publicist did not release details on his death. King, whose real name was Benjamin Earl Nelson, was the lead singer of the Drifters as well as a solo singer. He and the Drifters were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1988. He was 76 years old.
One of the great voices. President Obama answering a young man's question, and he gets a surprising lesson on taking a cue. It had a lot of folks laughing.
Love that.
I'm chilling in a snow globe here at Sunfest in the Xfinity Kids Zone. I'm James Whelan, and coming up, we're going to show you more the Kids Zone has to offer. That's just in a few minutes. Stay with us.
Wow, James is having fun. And the new rule that's being enforced in Palm Beach County today and how it could impact you and your wallet.
And we're helping you plan for the weekend tomorrow. Look at that weather, Ashley. I think it's time to get outdoors. Some more Storm Team 5 Chief Meteorologist Steve Weagle will have your most accurate weather forecast in just minutes.
It's early morning. You're up because, well, the work never stops.
The weather team is so important to me because I need accurate, reliable information.
WPTV Storm Team 5, only in one neighborhood that matters, yours.
I have to know what and where the weather is happening.
Showcasing the storm from every angle.
I'm watching and waiting on that radar to find out what my afternoon is going to look like.
Storm Team 5, the only morning weather team. Today on 5 on WPTV News Channel 5.
You decided to downsize your home. Then I said the contract should include an inspection, which revealed you weren't alone. Let a RE/MAX agent guide you. RE/MAX, dream with your eyes open.
Cell phones and texting cause 1 in every 5 accidents. In the time it takes to text LOL, you could end up DOA. Texting and driving can get you killed. Let's get that message out.
The attorneys of Cersei Denny taking time to care.
The perfect car calls for the perfect price, and Lexus of Palm Beach has it. Right now, get a new 2015 Lexus RX 350 for just $389 a month, or a new 2015 Lexus GS 350 for the perfect payment, just $399 a month. Hurry to Lexus of Palm Beach. Price perfection. LexusofPalmBeach.com.
The Lazy Boy Furniture Gallery's Moonlight Madness event. It's our biggest sale of the year. Save up to 50% on sofas, chairs, and more. The Moonlight Madness event. Don't miss it. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
I don't believe you.
No way.
How's that possible?
That's crazy.
I don't believe you.
I find that really hard to believe.
I don't know about that.
No way.
2 pairs of glasses for $69.95 with a free eye exam.
I paid way too much.
It's true. At America's Best, we've been selling quality eyewear at low prices for 35 years. Call 1-800-2-PAIR or visit americasbest.com today.
You dreamt of a condo with a view. But then I showed you a suburb school, and the view of your daughter's future made a house look really cool. Let a RE/MAX agent guide you. RE/MAX, dream with your eyes open.
It is day 3 of Sunfest. They couldn't have picked better weather.
No, it's beautiful.
Gates are open. Bands are ready to kick off the big weekend.
Yep, News Channel 5's James Whelan. He's there already. He's live in downtown West Palm Beach, right in the middle of the party, having too much fun. James?
Of course, I found the Kids Zone. So much to do here. This is the Bounce House Garden, and there are tons of different bounce houses going on. This is an obstacle course you can run through. You can do flips. Woo! All right. Lots to do around here. And you can play in the sand, of course. If you can't make it to the beach, you got the sand here. You can dig up a little bit, make a little sand castle. That's fun. Also, for the creative kids who want to start making stuff, Home Depot's here. They're going to help you make this little tool chest right here. This is one I made earlier. Not, but we're going to paint it anyways. Put my little mark on it. Look at that. Cute. The kids can come here and make that. Also, check this out. Face painting and tattoos. Got my little Ross the Surfer guy right there. Very cool. With me right now is Brandy Truex, and she's in charge of this. And just tell us what else kids have to offer here.
All kinds of fun stuff. Actually, we're going to have the Minions here, and the kids can play with those, take pictures with them. There's a free photo booth. There's the Monkey Jungle, which is really cool for the kids to do. There's coloring and lots of music, bubbles, hula hoops, even an obstacle course. So lots of fun for the kids to do.
Oh, yeah, lots of fun stuff all weekend long, too. Plenty to do here for the kids and for the adults. I'll have more on the adult part coming up in just a bit.
All right. And moms and dads, James promised to leave room for the kids at Kid Fest. He's having a great time. James is the best out there. And you can feel like you're at Sunfest without being there. Go to WPTV.com/SunfestCam to check out our bird's eye view of the festival. You can also find a link to upload your photos and your videos. Like James, you and your family go out there and have a great time. Getting up and moving is important to our health as we move on, but it turns out we don't have to do too much to start seeing the benefits. Researchers recently found that adding 2 minutes each hour of light intensity activity, walking, gardening, or cleaning, lowers a person's risk of dying prematurely by, get this, a whopping 33%. That's compared to those who are sedentary. Low-intensity activities like standing or taking notes, by the way, do not provide those same benefits.
Sorry. Consumer alert now. Gas prices are at the highest average so far this year. The average for a gallon of regular gas across Florida, $2.58. That's up 55 cents since late January. One explanation for the increase, the rise crude oil costs. To find the best prices in your neighborhood, just log on to the traffic section of WPTV.com and click on the gas prices tab at the top of the page.
A new report shows the 7-year downward slide in casual dining appears to have come to a halt, at least for now. Spending on casual dining grew by 3%, driven mostly by budget-friendly lunches, boosting business during those lunch hours.
Wrap it up, Mr. President. That's what a 6th grader said in so many words to President Obama. It happened when the president was asked about dealing with writer's block.
You try something, you write it the first time. Listen, even the best writers, usually it's not that good the first time they write it.
Yeah, and I think you sort of covered everything about that question.
Okay, you think I've just kind of... Usman thinks I've been talking too long.
No, I think you just...
No, well, let's move it along. I got you.
Future reporter, maybe? Not sure. The president was visiting a public library in D.C. to launch new ways to get kids in low-income areas to read.
Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
Definitely a tough interviewer there, isn't he? Yeah, moving along. All right, well, we don't want this weather to move along. It is fantastic. What a great way to start a new month, and sunshine for our first weekend of May. Absolutely gorgeous out there. Temperatures fighting to hit 80 degrees. We ran through the entire month of April well above normal with 85 to 90 for our daytime highs. Even some weekends we broke 90 degrees. And this weekend, we will fight to hit 80 in the afternoon each weekend day. There are a few clouds way offshore over the Bahamas, but quiet here. Current temperatures are really, really nice. A mix of high 70s and low 80s, obviously rain-free. There's hardly a cloud in the sky. No big changes as we get into tonight. So here's the hour-by-hour forecast. Looking nice. Sunset tonight, by the way, coming up just before 8 o'clock, and temperatures cooling off quickly after that. We'll have light winds and a clear sky, so we're into the 60s. Through the midnight hour or shortly after. You may want to bring a jacket if you're headed out late tonight, even Sunfest, and bring a jacket just in case, because there'll be a cool breeze and low humidity. It's really good ingredients for a beautiful night. Temperature 80 for tomorrow and on Sunday, 82 on Monday. And then we get into an interesting weather pattern on Tuesday and Wednesday with better rain chances on the way. So what happens here? The next couple of days, very nice. But there's a stalled front to the south that I'm keeping an eye on. Not so much for the weekend, and not even Monday. But by Tuesday, this front starts to lift north. And some of the computer models, believe it or not, some very good computer models want to develop a subtropical storm around the Bahamas and lift it north toward the Carolinas along that stalled front. They've been very consistent all week showing this, and I suspect they'll show it on the weekend too. There's something forming around Abaco and then lifting north toward the northern Carolinas or off Cape Hatteras through the middle of the week. Doesn't look like it'll have a massive impact on our weather, but it could, if it develops, it'll bring a big swell and beach erosion for the middle part of next week. And if it's named, which could happen, it would take on the named storm for this year, which is Ana. Subtropical storm Ana. So we'll keep you up to date on that. Seas 2 to 4 for boaters tomorrow. Northeast winds at 10 to 15 and a light chop for the inland waters. Not bad out there today. Looking pretty good tomorrow. 64 tonight. Absolutely gorgeous weather. Tomorrow, warming up to 80. Some spots won't even hit 80. Lots of sunshine and breezy at times. Northeast winds coming in off the ocean will keep it a little bit cooler. 7-day forecast. Another great Sunday on the way. Showers start to pop up on Monday. Better rain chances Tuesday and Wednesday before we start to see a little more sun for the end of next week. I have an update at 5:30.
All right. Looking good this weekend.
Absolutely. It's a boat day.
Yeah,
it's a weekend.
Get out in the boat, in the water,
enjoy
Sunfest, you name it.
Lots to do.
Yeah, hope yours is a good one too at home. A television tradition going back decades is coming to an end.
Yeah, why the Labor Day weekend won't ever be the same.
Just days after a St. Lucie County teenager tries to take her own life, Port St. Lucie police are working to reach other kids and explain to them the dangers of cyberbullying. I've got that story coming up.
Closed captioning on WPTV is sponsored by Bethesda Health.
Announcing Edmore's Delray Toyota's ultimate buyback event. Your trade is in high demand, so we're paying top dollar. Lease a new 2015 Camry LE for only $89 a month, or buy a Camry for $13,988. Visit DelrayToyota.com.
This ain't rocket science. It's pizza. I love making pizza.
Get a large 2-topping pizza for just $10 and try garlic knots for a limited time online-only price of $4.
Better ingredients, better pizza. PapaJohns.com.
Watch the Honda Sports Desk for the latest local and national sports, powered by ESPN 106.3. Every night at 11, only on News Channel 5. Sponsored by the South Florida Honda Dealers. Visit sfhondadealers.com to find the dealer nearest you.
No dental insurance? Call now. Worried about high fees? Call now. Gentle Dental offers a discount program to make quality dentistry affordable for everyone. It's not dental insurance, it's better. Exam, x-rays, and dental cleanings are included. And save up to 65% off at all of our convenient locations. All this for a low annual fee that's less than most insurance plans. Call now and save with the VIP discount program. 855-VIP-GENTLE. Gentle Dental. All dentistry, one place.
Mercedes-Benz of Palm Beach, where hospitality and friendly service is a family tradition. Mercedes-Benz of Palm Beach.
Tonight on Grimm, they've reached the point of no return.
She's doing it.
Nick!
I can't stop it.
An all-new Grimm that can't be missed tonight here on NBC.
On the first Saturday in May, beneath the majestic spires of Churchill Downs, a new champion will be crowned. The race for the Triple Crown begins with the Kentucky Derby, only on NBC.
6 days gone, 4 to go. Monday, May 4th, the Rooms to Go spring sale will end. So don't miss this once-a-season opportunity. We must clear the way for new styles, and low prices will get it done. Save on Cindy Crawford Home, the Sofia Vergara collection, Ultimate TV packages, and tons of clearance items. And to make buying easier, finance interest-free until January 2018. But hurry, shop the Rooms to Go spring sale before it ends at 9 p.m. Monday. Catch your News Channel 5 updates throughout the day on News Radio WJNO.
Announcing Edmore's Delray Toyota's ultimate buyback event at Edmore's Delray Toyota. Your trade is in high demand, so we're paying top dollar. Lease a new 2015 Corolla L for $69 a month, or buy a Corolla for $12,988. Visit DelrayToyota.com.
Governing America, the Muscular Dystrophy Association Telethon, a Labor Day television tradition, is ending. It's telethon that Jerry Lewis memorably ran. The MDA saying it's all because of, quote, the new realities of television viewing and philanthropic giving. Celebrities including Frank Sinatra, John Lennon, and Michael Jackson to Pitbull, Jennifer Lopez have performed on the telethon, first hosted by Lewis and Dean Martin in 1956. It's dwindled to a 2-hour show the last 2 years.
Officials in Denver halt the sale of legal marijuana over fears that pesticides that have not been approved may be involved and mixed in somehow. Recently, city officials placed a hold on close to 60,000 plants at a single growing facility, fearing they may have been sprayed with chemicals that can be dangerous to inhale. The state of Colorado certified lab does not test the vast majority of plants for contaminants. One of the reasons the city of Denver felt compelled to act.
University of Washington scientists monitoring an underwater volcano off the Oregon-Washington coast. They're using audio sensors to monitor activity there. Researchers following what they call swarms of earthquakes in the area of the axial undersea volcano, 300 miles off the Washington-Oregon coast.
I'm Jay Cashmere live in the newsroom. Coming up, all new at 5:30. 60 passengers ill on a 2-week cruise out of South Florida. The ship returned to port this morning. Find out why it is quickly returning back to sea. It's used in doctors' offices and hospitals across the country. See why now the FDA is calling for proof that popular disinfectants actually work. And a name that's synonymous with high-end electric cars is now focusing on your home. Will its new invention put an end to your power bill? Those stories and more with Shannon and I. See you in just a few minutes for News Channel 5 at 5:30.
Business Report on WPTV is sponsored by your local Toyota dealers.
Right now, during the Rooms to Go spring sale, get great deals on Ultimate TV packages. Just $16.95 for a 6-piece living room plus 55-inch LG HD TV. It's your choice. One low price, just $16.95 now at Rooms to Go.
Just steps away from the water, relax and enjoy the atmosphere and amazing food with locations across South Florida. Mulligan's Beach House Bar and Grill. Fun and food for the entire family.
In commodities, rawhide bones are up while pig ears traded even for the day. Celebrating Bastille Days.
Lease a new Forester for $169 a month at Schumacher Subaru.
Schumacher Subaru. Come join the family.
We're giving away a $500 gift card every morning. Watch for the money word of the day. Enter on Facebook and you could win. That's it. Watch and win. Weekdays from 6 to 7 a.m. What's bugging you, South Florida? You spoke up and we want to help. News Channel 5, covering local news everywhere. Less standardized testing, what next year looks like. This hot topic at 6:05 Monday on WPTV News Channel 5.
The Lazy Boy Furniture Gallery's Moonlight Madness event. It's our biggest sale of the year. Save up to 50% on sofas, chairs, and more. The Moonlight Madness event. Don't miss it. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
Eyeglass World asks, what do you look for when you buy glasses?
I like to mix it up, so I need bold styles, classic styles, and affordable prices. Having lots of choices and saving money is important. That's why I come to Eyeglass World.
Only Eyeglass World gives you 2 pairs for $78, so you can always afford more than 1 pair.
My glasses are part of my personal style. They're me.
Eyeglass World. Glasses that make the difference. Prices that make it possible.
Right now, during the Rooms to Go Kids Spring Sale, get once-a-season savings on great-looking kids' bedrooms. Like this one, available in 3 colors, just $7.44. Or this kid's bedroom, just $6.95. Now, during the Rooms to Go Kids Spring Sale.
Live, local, from WPTV. This is News Channel 5 at 5:30. Local coverage you can count on.
Took effect today, spelling out how gas stations are supposed to display cash and credit prices, and the county started handing out warnings today.
The new rules came after a consumer watchdog investigation into confusion at the pump. Jen Strathman joins us now with a look at how few gas stations are complying.
Well, gas stations give discounts if you pay with cash or you get a car wash, but signs are supposed to advertise the higher price, not like this one that shows only the lower, cheaper price. Stations have had a year to change their signs, and that's why the county is now handing out warnings.
I'm Officer Jeff Ottelberg with Palm Beach County Department of Consumer Affairs.
We're giving you an inside look at Palm Beach County's crackdown on confusing gas station signs.
Your prices that you're listing for your gas are posted improperly.
This Chevron on Boynton Beach Boulevard, the cash price is listed on the street, and the higher credit price is only displayed at the pump, an 8-cent difference.
I mean, that's kind of like false advertising.
Driver Leroy Prescott pays close attention to price.
So people shop around while they're on the road, so it makes a big difference.
Palm Beach County estimates 60% of gas stations still haven't changed their signs.
What you need to post on the street is the highest price you're going to charge per gallon.
Warnings are being issued to gas stations not following the rules.
You have 30 days to comply.
A new rule that Leroy thinks will clear up any confusion.
If they post the highest, I think that'll be good.
Stations can still advertise discounts, like the 20-cent savings if you buy a car wash at this Texaco. The higher and lower prices for unleaded are both posted on the roadside sign.
Did have a few complaints. It was brought to his attention, and before today, within the last few weeks, he's come into compliance and has the proper signage.
Now, next week, we're expecting the state to pass its own rules that would take away the power from Palm Beach County and others that have similar rules. Palm Beach County says it's not going to sit around and wait for the state, so for now, it's telling stations to post the highest price for gas, which some gas station owners say is just a waste. You can report signs to Consumer Affairs at 561-712-6600. I'm Consumer Watchdog Jen Strathman, fighting for you.
A boater is no doubt happy to be back on dry land right now after spending hours clinging to his overturned vessel. He disappeared early this morning on Lake Okeechobee. He called his mother from a cell phone saying that he was stuck near Torrey Island. Chopper 5 was overhead this morning as crews scoured the area for him. It wasn't until the sun got high enough in the sky, providing enough light, that the sheriff's Eagle helicopter spotted him. He was picked up on an airboat and safely returned to shore.
About 60 guests on a 2-week Holland America cruise to the Caribbean came down with a gastrointestinal illness during their trip. That ship, the Maasdam, docked this morning at Port Everglades. Officials there confirming that affected guests were asked to remain in their cabins until their symptoms disappeared. Officials said the illness was not serious and that no guests had to be taken to hospitals. Passengers said that crew members worked diligently to clean the ship to help prevent further cases. The Maasdam is ready to go now again on another 2-week cruise. Speaking of vacation and tourists, the governor is updating preliminary tourism figures released in February. Governor Rick Scott now says 98.9 million tourists were welcomed to our state last year. He says that means every 85 visitors adds another job to our economy, making tourism our #1 industry.
New at 5:30, a harsh reality check as a local teen tries to take her own life. Police say the Port St. Lucie girl was distraught over what peers were saying and posting about her. Tonight, police say no more. News Channel 5's Megan McRoberts shows you what they're doing to end cyberbullying.
Right, who knows what cyberbullying is? By now, you see most kids know people can be mean online. And for one St. Lucie County teen, mean comments online became unbearable.
It's kind of messed up what people would do.
Port St. Lucie police talking to students at Renaissance Charter School after a 13-year-old girl at another St. Lucie County school tried to take her life earlier this week.
She posted something with her friend and it got all turned around by the bullies, and it made her feel so bad that she in fact did try to commit suicide.
Port St. Lucie detectives now looking to talk with the people who bullied the teen, but also these preteens in 5th through 7th grade, and try to deter them from cyberbullying. Who is this? Showing them that sometimes the kids they bully end up being some of the most successful people. And that cyberbullying is illegal.
I don't like it because I think we're all the same.
6th grader Neely says she's signed off of social media.
My life's been going better right now since I don't have it.
But knowing not all kids are willing to disconnect. Who thinks in here that they can make a difference? Police hope they'll use it to silence bullies and be kind. Megan McRoberts, WPTV News Channel 5.
Millions of children are bullied each year and hundreds of thousands will miss school because of it.
I'm Ashley Hinston live in the feed room where we are watching the satellites, which brought these images in less than an hour ago of crews battling a deadly house fire in the Little Havana neighborhood of Miami. You can see the thick black smoke filling the neighborhood. Crews on the scene think the homeowner was trapped inside. They tried to enter the house, but the fire was just so intense they had to retreat. And now officials are confirming at least one fatality. That's it from the feed room. Shannon, back to you.
Such a tragedy. Ashley, thanks for that. So what would you do to save a bald eagle? FWC officer Bobby Ramos didn't think twice when he needed to rappel down a slick slope to save the bird. The injured eagle had been stuck at the edge of a pond at a landfill, unable to move. This bird was stuck for several hours, in fact, before officers were alerted. Officer Ramos was able to lower himself down, snag the bird, and take it to a local wildlife rehab center for treatment.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
Nice start to the weekend. What a great day out there. Sunshine, low humidity, and rain-free, obviously. There's hardly cloud out around South Florida. There are a few clouds way off in the Bahamas tonight. Looking good if you're headed off to Sunfest. Absolutely gorgeous. Temperatures are starting to fall into the 70s now, an hour by hour through the evening. Grab a jacket. If you're headed out late tonight, you'll probably feel it at least be a little bit cool, maybe chilly at times late overnight. And we have more sunshine on the way. Interesting things going on off our coastline, though, in the next few days. We're going to talk about that and the complete weekend forecast coming up.
We'll see you soon, Steve. Thank you. Heisman Trophy winner Jameis Winston says it was a blessing he could share his #1 overall draft pick with his family. In fact, it was his mother who handed him his #3 Buccaneers jersey when he became the top pick last night. Winston opted not to go to Chicago for the draft, choosing instead to watch with family and close friends in Bessemer, Alabama. Winston was asked about his previous behavior and whether that will be a factor going forward.
Well, I want Bucs fans to know about me that I'm putting all that stuff in the past, and I'm looking forward to earning a job and competing and just getting with my teammates. Those teammates, man, I look forward to being with all those guys.
Meanwhile, the NFL draft continues tonight. Clyde Walford from Belle Glade is expected to go tonight. Also, Palm Beach Gardens resident Nick O'Leary is hoping to hear his name called as well. O'Leary is a former Florida State teammate of Jameis Winston. He is also the grandson of legendary golfer Jack Nicklaus.
Tonight, the FDA is calling for new tests on disinfectants used by doctors and hospitals across the country. Are they as effective as we think?
And I'm Rachel Lato, live in the newsroom with how you can rid yourself of the Kardashians forever.
And for breaking news and traffic alerts, make sure you download the WPTV mobile app, keeping you up to date and up to the minute on news that matters to you.
You're up this early because you want to squeeze a little more out of your day.
I'm busy during the day. I want to know what the traffic conditions are.
WPTV Time Saver Traffic with the only local chopper covering your neighborhood.
They're going to alert me of any traffic conditions so that I can replan my route to work.
A first-hand look at traffic jams so you don't have to guess.
You get an aerial view of the entire area.
Chopper 5, Time Saver Traffic, the only morning traffic team. Today on 5 on WPTV News Channel 5.
Personal injury attorneys have a bad reputation, but I'm proud that I've dedicated my career to fighting insurance companies that treat people unfairly. If the insurance company is giving you the runaround, call a lawyer you can trust. Call me, Attorney Craig Goldenfarb.
The perfect car calls for the perfect price, and Lexus of Palm Beach has it. Right now, get a new 2015 Lexus IS 250 for just $279 a month. Or get a new 2015 Lexus ES 350 for the perfect payment, just $309 a month. Hurry to Lexus of Palm Beach. Price perfection. LexusofPalmBeach.com.
At Price Flooring, we've got you covered.
As a direct importer of floor and bathroom tile, we have over 4,000 tiles to choose from, starting at 99 cents a square foot.
And over 3,000 carpets to choose from, installed with premium pads.
Check out our full line of exotic hardwoods with a lifetime warranty.
And a larger selection of in-stock laminate, made in the USA.
If you're in need of flooring, Price is right for you.
From the moment you walk in our door until you walk on your new floor, Price is right for you.
Need a reason to smile? Gentle Dental invites you to experience quality dentistry while relaxing in our comfortable, state-of-the-art facilities. Worried about high fees? Gentle Dental makes dental care affordable with our new patient packages. For a limited time, receive an exam, x-rays, and cleaning. All for only $69 for adults, $49 for kids. And with many locations to choose from, we make your visit convenient too. Call now to schedule your appointment. 844-9GENTLE. Gentle Dental. All dentistry, one place.
The Lazy Boy Furniture Gallery's Moonlight Madness event. It's our biggest sale of the year. Save up to 50% on sofas, chairs, and more. The Moonlight Madness event. Don't miss it. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
At Schumacher, it's time for a spring celebration. Drive away Chevy Equinox for just $159 a month at Schumacher.
For the best Chevy experience in the Palm Beaches, come join the family at Schumacher.
I'm a third-generation lawyer in my family. Before my mom passed away, I promised her that I would dedicate my career to helping others. Help me make good on that promise. Call a lawyer you can trust. Call me, Attorney Craig Goldenfarb.
Right now, the Florida Attorney General's office is investigating a Jacksonville dentist after numerous complaints came in from parents who said that their children were mistreated. Pam Bondi's office is confirming that it has opened a criminal investigation to look into claims against dentist Howard Schneider. One mother says that her daughter, her 6-year-old daughter, suffered a fractured nose and bruised neck after Schneider pulled 7 teeth instead of the one that was planned. Schneider has denied the allegations. Now to this health alert tonight. The FDA is calling for makers of hospital disinfectants to prove that their products are safe and effective. Although doctors and nurses constantly use those alcohol gels and wipes and the hand sanitizer, studies are showing that hospital-acquired infections now affect 1 in 25 patients. Until now, it's been assumed that disinfectants certainly work. Well, this proposed rule would require companies to see if chronic use of these products cause chemicals either to soak into our skin or cause resistant bacteria to evolve.
Well, a South Florida cancer survivor really had something to smile about, a photo shoot, and that's not all. 3-year-old Melanie Medeiros was also treated to a makeover. Melanie's hair fell out during treatment for leukemia. She is now in remission. The Leukemia and Lymphoma Society named her the 2015 Miami Girl of the Year. She took that spotlight during a photo shoot at the Biltmore Hotel in Coral Gables.
I had to believe that God somehow was going to heal me, that there was nothing that I can do, that I'd have to just trust that somewhere near in the future that I would beat cancer. And I did.
What a wonderful attitude there. Melanie will continue with her chemotherapy treatment until November of next year to help ensure that the cancer does not return.
She looks stunning, doesn't
she? Absolutely.
How would you like to say goodbye to your electric bill? The major company now unveiling a new alternative.
And talk about green, the car that can now run on air and water.
Still ahead at 6 tonight, 2 women whose lives have been intertwined with grief tonight. Hear why one woman says she is performing the funeral for the man who played a role in her own son's death at the request of his mother.
We're off to a great start. What a beautiful start to the month. Sunshine and temperatures near 80 degrees today. Do we continue that all weekend? We'll talk about that. And we'll take a look at what's coming next week that may interest you. That's coming up.
It's the I-95 RV Show in Port St. Lucie. You'll